day and greetings from the Great White North. My name is Rick Poo and welcome back to week 54. We are still, again, losing weight. If you remember last week, there was a bit of a hiccup. Finished my first week all on my own, all by myself. Did not go very well. Just, getting out of that schedule so abruptly of recording every single day and, watching what I'm doing. I still was watching, what I was eating and stuff like that, but not as well as I could have. There was a bit of a celebrity, yes, celebrity titties. There was a bit of a celebratory, there we go, a bit of a celebratory atmosphere that went along with it. So didn't do as well as I'd hoped. It was to a point where I was looking at it going, all right, I know it's showing a gain, but I know that it's just awkward timing. So I knew that this week was going to be fun. I was going to make some progress. I was going to go back down probably a pound or two. So I wasn't too concerned. I did my weigh-in we'll start with that. Did my weigh-in this morning. So as usual, I weighed myself 3 times and took the highest number. Didn't quite know what to make of what I saw, so I weighed myself 2 more times. And then weighed myself 5 more times after that. I got a total of 10 weigh-ins this morning. Still took the highest, which happened to be the very first number that I got. And as of right now, as of today, Sunday the third. There we go. I have officially lost 100 pounds, which is really weird to say. I hit that 100-pound mark finally, and it's when I first looked down at the scale, it said 224.8, which is that 225 was my 100-pound mark. So even at 225, it was great. But as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I get away myself 3 times, and if it's higher, I'm going to be gutted, but I'm going to take it. Even if it's 225.2, then that's what I'm going to take. But then it was 225 or 224.6, 224.6. That's why I did all the extra weighs. So my weigh-ins ranged from 224.2 to 224.8. 10 weigh-ins. I'm confident. I've hit my 100-pound mark. I'm very, very happy. But it's really weird to see it. To think, that's the size of a person I've lost now. That's a lot. Or 5 or 6 really fat cats. That's how much I've lost. And I didn't think I was actually going to do it this week, because the entire week has just been, just set against me, right from the get-go. When I started off the week, I'd gone out with friends, and I'd had that big pad thai thing, which is why I sort of went my way, and I know that there's still, a big bunch of food glommed around in there. But during the weekend, still sort of watched what I ate and things like that, and did my treadmill, did all the stuff I was supposed to do, and took a sneak peek on Monday, I think, and it was actually up higher than it was on Sunday, which worried me, because I thought, no, that can't be right. And then on Tuesday, it wasn't going down at all. And then by Wednesday, when it hadn't gone down again, I knew I was doing something wrong. So I had been keeping under my calories, everything like that was fine. But I knew I was doing something wrong, because I had been doing my treadmill. I try to do 20 minutes at a time now, which doesn't happen every time, but it's always between 10 or 20 minutes, and usually it's 20 and then 15. So I knew that I was doing more on the treadmill, and I didn't know why it wasn't going down, why this wasn't helping at all. And it wasn't that it was it's only going down 0.2. It wasn't going down at all. There was no movement. So I knew that, if I kept things going the way they're going, I'm just going to plateau, and I really didn't want a second week of that. So, because it would just be horrible timing, and especially I didn't want to come back and go, I gained again, or I didn't lose, or anything, and just sort of get really discouraged. So I went back and I looked through MyFitnessPal, and I've done this before when I've hit something that it doesn't make any sense, and I realized that during the week, because it's been a very busy week at work. This is an excuse, by the way. I'm just saying it's been a very busy week at work. I had gone back to, instead of getting my regular coffee in the morning, which I have been doing for a while, just getting a regular coffee and then just having water throughout the day, or unfortunately nothing for this week. Then I had gone in, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, I had gone in and got, saw a weird thing, thought everything was broken, but I'm still recording. I saw that I had, on Monday and Tuesday, I had gone back and got a coffee at work, which are just a little packet, so it has all the salt, all the sugar and everything else in there that I need. So I started going through, and because it had been busy, and I just had to keep on going. I had gone throughout the entire week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I had been having 1 or 2 or more coffees per day, which is like the coffee and chocolate thing mixed in is what they have. So I went, okay, well, obviously that's part of it. Plus, I had bought some sunflower seeds to snack on. See what happens? You don't do this every single day. Can't even talk now. And there's quite a bit of salt in there, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna cut back on that because maybe that's sort of hanging on to some stuff, and increase my water intake and go from there. So that's what I did. Starting on Thursday, I stopped getting the coffee at work. I started drinking more water. I cut back on the sunflower seeds and just had like a few here and there because I was eating a bunch of them. And like calorie wise and fats and all the other stuff, they're very good, but there's still all that salt in there, which I'm not used to anymore. So of course, when I get a bunch of it, my body's probably going, oh, let's hang on to what we can. On top of that, 2 days in a row, which weekends are always the toughest. So Friday, after work, went out with friends. But I was Friday, we had this thing. Now, I'm not a big person. I'm not going to eat stuff at work, period. I'm not going to eat what other people prepared. I don't know if they let their like cats run through the litter box and then jump up on the counter and then like rub their face and go, ooh, and then like make whatever they're making. So it's like cat fur and cat litter and dog snot and everything else in their food. So I'm not going to eat what people bring. But I wanted to bring it because it was sort of for our little department thing. So I thought I will bring something, which I didn't end up sharing with anybody except for my team because fuck the rest of them. So I went out, and early in the morning, there's a bakery that's uptown from where I am, and it's by far the best baked goods that you can buy. So I went in and I bought 6 dozen cookies, all different kinds of cookies, like 6 different types of cookies, and took them into work. So of course we have a team of 19 people, and I still had over 3 dozen left by the time that we went because everyone just sort of had what they wanted. They had their fill. It's very good. Gave the bakery some publicity, which was great because they're really, really good bakery. I did not. Oh, no, that's not true. I did. I had 1 cookie out of the entire thing, but I marked it down because I wanted to make sure that I marked it down. And then I took the rest out to my friend's place, where went out and spent hours and hours and hours out there. But I was very good. I knew that I had to drive back, so I wasn't drinking. And they had like their little munchy things that they had. I didn't have any of those. And it wasn't just, no, I'm fine, I'm not going to have anything. It was, no, I know that I'm going to be very close and I don't want to ruin this. So I'm good. Had my regular drink of water, and we had fun that way. Then Saturday, yesterday, so that Friday was really tough. I got through a work thing, I got through a cookie thing, 2 cookie things, and I had to pawn off all the rest of the cookies, didn't even bring them home. And then yesterday, went out again and went to a friend's house where they have snacks and cookies and all these other weird things. And just normally in that situation, it was our game night. Normally, those are the situations when I'd say, well, this is my night when I can do what I want and have, snacks and stuff like that. So I had a few, but like a couple of handfuls, and that was it. Because I tracked everything. Because I wanted to get something that wasn't going to be just like chocolate bars and chips and stuff. So I got the dried mango slices and dried apples and like little things like that. So it was very good that way. And it's paid off because my weigh-in this morning has shown that, okay, if I'm, watching my salt intake and eating properly and not overindulging and gorging on a whole bunch of stuff when I shouldn't be, it will still work. I can still keep doing this. And I still have another 50 pounds to go. But hitting that triple-digit mark, it's weird. When I saw it on my FitnessPal, it's strange because I'm looking at it and I remember thinking back when I first started, or anytime I've lost weight, and you see these people that have lost, like 75 or 100 or 150 or 200 pounds, and you just think, how do they do that? I'm never going to be able to do that. And I'm one of those people now that I can look at that and go, I've been able to do it. It's taken me a hell of a long time, but it's doable, and it's doable in a fairly easy way. Like it's easier than I thought it was going to be. There are still, rough moments. There are still times when I just want all sorts of cake. But it's getting better and better for me to sort of push back on that stuff. So I'm officially, as of today, at my 2/3 point. 2/3 of the way through my goal. When I say it like that, I'm just like, oh, God, that's still a long way to go. But I knew that it was going to take a long time to lose. I knew it wasn't going to be something that I was just going to drop immediately. I'm going to cough again, sorry. So I'm not discouraged by that. This is very encouraging. I thought I was going to be a lot more... yay, cheerful, when I hit the 100-pound mark. But I'm more of okay, I hit it. I didn't want to come back this week and not exactly not hit it, but not have a loss. I honestly didn't think I was actually going to hit. I thought I was going to be very, very close. I was preparing myself for that. But this gives me another little push to keep going and to keep doing what I'm doing. Everyone that I know, like the reason why I've been going out with all these friends because they know that I'm very close to this. So and it's people that I haven't seen in a while, and so the conversation generally sort of turns to that. It's a weird timing that just as I'm getting to that 100-pound mark, then everyone's like, "Oh, you should come out," and I kind of want to go out now. Because it's different. I don't feel like I'm going out because I'm the fat friend anymore. I'm going out because I'm spending time with people I enjoy spending time with, which is really, really nice. But I know that I have another 50 pounds to go. I'm still going to keep on my exercise routine. I'm still going to keep tracking through my Fitness Pal. I still want to stay doing what I'm doing because I know that it works. And that's the main thing. And if it takes me another 6 or 7 months, fine. It takes me another 6 or 7 months. I'm not rushing through this. At the same token, I don't want to sort of double up on anything and just say, okay, well, I'm not going to eat this week or I'm not going to starve myself. I did have someone suggest, say you're getting close, but don't starve yourself. Sort of stay on track. Make sure that you're staying healthy above all. And I think that's been a main message that we've been trying to stick with throughout this entire thing. Is the results are important, but the speed, not so much. You can still lose the weight that you want to lose in a matter of weeks or months, or in my case, years. But it doesn't have to be, okay, I have 30 days to lose this weight, because it's not going to stick. This is obviously something that's going to stick, I hope. I was really worried about, not recording every single day, because you get out of that routine, and it's very easy to sort of slide back into old habits. But I think it's because we took such a long time to change our habits and to get these new ones and to adopt those that, those are my habits now, which is kind of nice. I still have to fight off some things. Still have to fight off, like, buying cookies and not eating them. Very tough to do. But it's something that I know is manageable. And that's the thing. That's the main thing. So I'm going to keep on going. Hopefully have some more losses, each week. This next week, I'm actually going out again. Next weekend. I have things planned. Well, people are coming here. So I'm going to have a drink while I'm here because I don't have to go anywhere. They can drive. Screw them. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting. But it's just going to be liquid, but it's still very high calorie stuff. But that's one of these things that, you know what? I've hit 100 pounds. I'm going to give myself a cheat day. Next Friday or next Saturday, whatever day it is, that's going to be my cheat day. Still going to eat properly throughout the day, but I'm not going to worry. I'm still going to track everything. But so you'll see it go over on my Fitness Pal, but I know I'm going over. This is one of those moments when I know we're supposed to say, well, you don't plan to go over. I'm planning on going over, but I'm going to be spending time with friends. I'm celebrating the fact that I'm, in the triple digits now. I just hope I can keep in the triple digits. That would be horrible if I come back on Saturday and it's 225.2. Like, shit, just barely over. But I don't think it will be. I think if I keep going the way things are going throughout the week, it'll even out. And if I can end it with a net loss, things are good. But anyway, yeah, that is my update. A whole bunch of stuff. Just sort of feels like everything's going against me. But in general, it's not bad. It's getting to a point where it's a little bit easier, week by week to say no to stuff like that. And especially going out and spending so much time with people that you haven't seen for a while and you just want to say, no, I don't care. I'll have the pizza. I'll have the hot wings. We'll have all sorts of bad stuff that I know I'm not supposed to have. It's very tempting to do that, especially having it 2 days in a row when you don't have to worry about getting up early for work or anything else. It's really tough. But I think if I was going to break, it probably would have been during this weekend because it's been very, very fun, but it's been very, very dangerous. And there's been lots and lots of cakes and cookies and everything else and bad things and salty foods and all the other stuff. But if you find that you're hitting a plateau, especially, when you're sort of doing your own thing now, take a look at what you've been eating. And it may not be that the food itself is wrong, but you might see something that just hasn't dawned on you that you've been tracking, but it's not registering like it was with me and I keep calling them coffees, but they're like little packets. I mix coffee and the hot chocolate because they're cream. I've tried it and it's always curdled, so I'm not going to chew my coffee. And I mean, whether or not I finish it, I always track it, so I want to make sure that it's in there. But I notice, and you will too, you will too, when you're tracking stuff. And if you find that, this week isn't sitting right, go back, find out what you've been eating. And something might jump out at you. It might be something that's a little more subtle and something that you might think, well, maybe it's that. I don't really know. For me, I think it was just the increase in salt and the increase definitely for the coffee. Because as soon as I stopped that and cut back on the sunflower seeds. It would be fine if I got the unsalted ones, but these are like super salty. Then yeah, I think that's when things sort of started to pick up. I increased my water intake, and that sort of helped get rid of all the other extra salty bits and everything else. So it got to a point where, you know, I sort of cleaned things out, got back on track to where I am today. So I'm going to keep on going throughout the week, and hopefully next week we'll have a lot, which will be great. But for right now, I'm going to leave this video here. So thank you very much for watching. If you like it, please poke the like button for me. And in the meantime, keep yourself warm and fuzzy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.